Hey everyone! Today we are going to be painting the background for our houses. Here is a pic of my house, and we'll make a background on this paper today. So what you'll need is the paper. You'll need some paint. I have my watercolors here. And you'll need some water, fresh water, and a paintbrush. Okay, first thing I'll do is I'll make sure my paints are all a little bit wet. So I'll kind of make sure they're a little bit wet, and that way the color will come off of them easier. Next, I'm going to do something called a glaze. And a glaze is when I make my whole paper wet. So first I make the whole paper wet. Okay, I may use a bigger brush. You don't need to use a bigger brush, but so it's faster. Then what I'll do, after I have it all wet, is I will drop color directly on this. Okay, so there's my wet paper. And then I'll use a smaller brush, and I may want to do some blue. So I'll just sort of use this blue right in there, and it'll kind of look like a sky if I wanted to. Just like that. Okay. I don't need to go really dark, but I could if I wanted to. So you can use any colors you want for this, and it doesn't need to be a sky. It can be any kind of background you want to do. And then down lower, I may do green. Down here. Okay. That is basically how I'm going to do my wash. This is a wash technique because everything is wet. So, there we go. I may even add some tree. I'll get a lot of paint on there and see if I can do some tree shapes here. It's almost, the idea is almost like in a photo, when you look at a photo of something, but the background is a little blurry. It's the same idea with this. It doesn't need to be very clear. It can be blurry. There, maybe one more tree. I'll do one more tree here. Okay. What else could I do? Another tree. Maybe I'll make this a little greener over here. Like there's a little path or something here. Okay. So there you go. I'll wait for this to dry, and when it dries, I'll be able to put my house right on there. And that'll be a nice background for my house. Could even do this house, because mine's bigger. I could do two houses on there. So that's the idea. Now, if you want to, you can also go back in after it dries a bit and use more color. And this would be like dry. A dry way to do it. You add a little bit of water though. It's just called dry. But anyway, you add water, and I could add things to my trees. There, I could add leaves to the trees. A little bit more. I could add grass down here. More leaves over here. And in this way, you'll have the wash underneath, and then some of these clear details over top of it. This is another way to paint. But again, I waited for this paper to dry a lot. It's not completely dry, but I did wait. And when you wait for it to dry, the paint doesn't spread out as much on the paper like it does when it is all wet. Could add some trunks to my trees, maybe. I'll add the trunks to my trees. And maybe some more grass down here. Got another tree here. Could add a new tree. So now you've done a wash, and then you've done some painting on top of the wash. And now I've got some grass, some trees, and I can put my house on there. I guess it's covering up that tree, but it's okay. Put my house on there. And if you wanted to, you could try to make a car. I made a little car here, 2 circles for the wheels, more of a square body for the car. I could do my car, and I also made a collage. A collage tree. I just sort of made a Y shape and then made this shape for the tree. And I could put that tree somewhere as well. And there. Now you've got the background for your house. Anyway, good luck. I can't wait to see what you've done.